Hello, my beloved Taurus. Welcome to this sacred moment we now share together. For the skies on the 17th of August carry a message so powerful that it cannot be overlooked. And as your astrologer, I feel deeply called to bring it forward to you. This is not just another ordinary day passing through your calendar, but rather a cosmic threshold where endings and beginnings intertwine, where the universe itself leans close to close the cycles that have weighed heavily upon your heart, and to open a door into a new chapter where you can finally breathe more freely and live more authentically than you have in a very long time. For months, perhaps even for years, you have felt the heaviness of responsibility pressing down, the unspoken silences that have left your heart weary, and the sense that something needed to shift, though you could not name what it was. All of this, my dear Taurus, has not been a punishment or a mistake, but the slow and steady preparation for the transformation now arriving. The losses you endured, the disappointments you carried quietly, and the long nights where you question your place in the world have carved you into someone stronger, wiser, and more ready than ever to embrace renewal. The 17th of August becomes a day of awakening, a day when the energy of the cosmos flows directly into your sign, dissolving the chains of the past and guiding you toward a rebirth that is not forced but divinely timed. You are being asked to pause, to look back at how far you have come, and to realize that every trial has been shaping you into the soul who now stands ready to receive what is meant for them. This is your invitation to step beyond the weight of old cycles and into a future where your essence is honored, your truth is lived, and your spirit is free. In the realm of love, my dear Taurus, the 17th of August stirs the deepest corners of your heart and brings to the surface the questions you have been carrying quietly for far too long. If you are in a relationship, the energy of this day may feel like a mirror being held up to both of you, reflecting not only the beauty and tenderness that still exists, but also the unspoken fears, the silent distance, and the unresolved tensions that need to be acknowledged. The cosmos is asking for clarity, for courage, and for a decision that cannot be delayed much longer. You may feel a strong pull to either commit more deeply, to rise together into a higher level of honesty and intimacy, or to accept with grace that the path you walk is meant to diverge. Whatever the choice, know that the stars are guiding you toward what will truly honor your heart. For those of you walking alone, the 17th of August carries a vibration of alignment that may lead you into the presence of someone who feels inexplicably familiar, as if your souls have already met in another time. This is not a chance encounter, but a meeting orchestrated by the universe. Yet it can only unfold if you are willing to release the lingering attachments of the past. You cannot hold the old and invite the new at the same time. Taurus. And the stars ask you now to clear the space within your heart so that it may be filled with the kind of connection you have longed for in silence. Love today is not about comfort or illusion, but about truth. And the truth is that you deserve a bond that nourishes you as deeply as you have always nourished others. Trust that by honoring your heart, you invite in the love that was destined for you all along. When it comes to your career and finances, my beloved Taurus, the 17th of August marks a shift that feels almost like a crack of light breaking through after a long season of waiting. You may find that an opportunity appears suddenly, perhaps in the form of a new job, a project that aligns with your gifts, or even an unexpected financial blessing that eases a burden you have quietly carried. The stars reveal that this is not random luck, but the harvest of the persistence and patience you have shown when it seemed as though nothing was moving forward. If you have felt overlooked or undervalued in your work, this is the moment when clarity arrives. And with it, the courage to no longer accept less than what you deserve. You may finally see a way to use your talents in a role that honors your creativity and stability. Or you may feel compelled to step away from an environment that has drained your energy for far too long. The universe is aligning to show you that your security will not come from clinging to what is safe, but from trusting your ability to create, to build, and to thrive when you stand in your full power. Financially, this day opens a door for abundance to flow more freely. It could come through an offer, an inheritance, a new source of income, or the realization of how to transform something you once considered only a hobby into a stream of prosperity. The message is clear: you are worthy of wealth, not just for survival, but for the freedom and peace it brings. The more you believe this truth, the wider the current of abundance will move through your life. Spiritually, my beloved Taurus, the 17th of August is nothing less than a rebirth, a day when the quiet whispers of your soul finally become too loud to ignore. You may feel an inner stirring that pushes you to step away from the noise of routine and listen more deeply to the truth that has always lived within you. This is the moment when the invisible chains of fear, self-doubt, or the weight of other people's expectations begin to fall away, leaving you face to face with the radiant essence of who you really are. Personal growth on this day comes not from striving harder, but from surrendering. From allowing yourself to trust that the universe has carried you to this point for a reason. You may notice signs, synchronicities, or even dreams that feel like messages from beyond, nudging you toward the path you were always meant to walk. Your intuition is heightened now, sharper than it has been in months. And if you honor it, it will lead you exactly where you need to go. The most important invitation the cosmos extends to you is to stop playing small. You are being asked to lead your life with intention, to speak your truth without apology, and to honor your gifts as sacred rather than second-guessing their value. Growth is not only about moving forward, but about reclaiming the parts of yourself you once left behind. As you embrace them, you step into the wholeness of your being. And from that wholeness, everything else, love, abundance, peace flows naturally. Financially, my dear Taurus, the 17th of August carries with it the vibration of unexpected opportunity, a shift that feels like a door unlocking after months of stillness. You may encounter a chance to receive money in a form you did not anticipate: a bonus, an offer of support, a gift, or even the first signs that your persistence in building something of your own is finally ready to bear fruit. The stars show clearly that this is not mere coincidence, but the return of energy you have poured out with such consistency, a cosmic balancing that restores what you once feared was lost. This is also a day to look closely at your relationship with abundance. For too long, you may have carried the belief that financial stability requires sacrifice, that security can only come through heavy labor or self-denial. But the 17th of August invites you to see money differently, not as a source of stress, but as a tool that can serve your growth and peace. When you choose to believe that you are worthy of ease, that you are deserving of prosperity, opportunities begin to flow more freely, and the weight of scarcity begins to dissolve. Pay attention to offers or ideas that arrive suddenly today, for even what seems small could be the seed of greater wealth in the months to come. Above all, trust that the universe is guiding you toward a foundation of independence, where you no longer define your worth by struggle, but by the freedom to live and create on your own terms. Taurus, the 17th of August is the day when the universe leans close to remind you that you were never meant to live in chains, never meant to remain bound by the invisible patterns of fear, doubt, or the weight of other people's expectations. This is the day when the stars themselves conspire to break the locks that have kept you in hesitation and to open before you a path where your heart, your power, and your destiny can finally meet in harmony. Every struggle you have endured, every silence that has weighed heavy in your chest, Every loss that once felt like it would undo you has in truth been a sacred initiation. The wounds you carry are not signs of defeat but markings of resilience, proof that you have walked through fire and have been tempered into something unshakable. You are no longer the same soul who once doubted their worth or feared their own voice. You are reborn, stronger, clearer, and more aligned with the truth of who you are meant to be. Now, as this day unfolds, you are asked to trust the current of life in a way you may never have trusted it before. The universe does not want you to shrink into false safety, to keep yourself small in order to be accepted, or to cling to situations that drain your spirit in the name of stability. Instead, it asks you to walk boldly into the unknown with faith as your compass, knowing that the ground will rise to meet you, that the right doors will open, and that what is truly yours cannot be lost. This is not the time for hesitation. Taurus, this is the time to believe in your own power, to step out from the shadows of fear and into the light of your destiny. Your steadiness, your patience, and your quiet strength are no longer meant to be hidden. They are meant to guide you, to ground you, and to inspire others who cross your path. So let this day be your declaration. Let it be the moment when you say yes to yourself, yes to your future, and yes to the life that has been waiting for you beyond the walls of the past. Breathe into the truth that you are worthy of abundance, of love, of freedom, and of joy. And let that truth shape the way you move forward from this moment on. Taurus, the 17th of August is your rebirth. Walk into it with a heart open, a spirit unafraid, and the quiet knowing that the universe has always been preparing you for this. The time is now. The stars are aligned, and your destiny is unfolding right before your eyes. And so, my beloved Taurus, as we come to the close of this message, let your heart remember that the 17th of August is not simply a day passing by, but a moment carved into the fabric of your destiny. It is the day when the weight you have carried begins to dissolve, when the lessons of your past reveal their purpose, and when the universe whispers that you are stronger, wiser, and more ready than ever before. You are being called to step forward with courage, to trust the voice of your intuition, and to honor the truth that your life is not meant to be lived in shadows but in light. The struggles you have endured were never in vain. They were the chisels that shaped you, the fires that purified you, and the bridges that led you here, to this very threshold of rebirth. So as this day unfolds, allow yourself to rise without fear. Allow yourself to release the old, to claim the new and gone, and to move with the steady confidence that is your birthright as a child of Earth. You are not small. You are not powerless. And you are not forgotten. The stars have aligned to remind you that you are chosen, that you are worthy, and that the life you dream of is not a fantasy, it is the destiny waiting for you now. Taurus, step boldly into this new chapter. Trust in your strength, embrace your heart, and let the world finally see the brilliance of who you truly are. This is your moment. This is your awakening. And this is the beginning of everything you were meant to become.